All right, so this video is going to be a very brief video, just breaking down the different requirements and term limits for different federal offices in our constitutional system of government here. So very basically, Article 1 of the Constitution says there's going to be a bicameral legislature, meaning there's going to be a Congress that is made of two parts. You're going to have the House of Representatives and you're going to have the Senate. Okay, with those two parts, there are two different sets of requirements if you want to run for office. So we'll start with the House of Representatives. People who would like to be elected to the House of Representatives need to be at least 25 years old. They need to have been a naturalized citizen or natural-born citizen for at least 7 years. Okay, so they just need to be some type of citizen. You can be naturalized or natural-born. Either way, you have to be a citizen for at least 7 years. You have to actually live in the state that you want to represent. If you want to be elected to Congress to represent the great city of West Palm Beach, you cannot live in Los Angeles. Obviously, that does not make any sense. Los Angeles is in California. West Palm Beach is here in Florida. Okay, so you have to live in the state you want to represent. The term limit for a member of the House of Representatives is 2 years, and they have no term limits. The length is 2 years, and they can run for re-election as many times as they want. Basically, as many times as they would like to get elected and are successfully elected, they can. Okay, so that covers the House of Representatives. The Senate, you need to be a minimum of 30 years old, natural-born or naturalized citizen for at least 9 years. Okay, so there's something in common. To be a member of Congress, you just have to be a citizen. Okay, natural-born, naturalized, doesn't matter. Just a citizen. In the Senate, you need to have been a citizen for at least 9 years. Again, similarly, if you want to be a senator for Florida, you have to live in Florida. The term length of a U.S. senator is 6 years, and just like in the House, there are no term limits. Okay? All right, so now moving on over to the executive branch. Article 2 lays out the requirements to be the president. It's very simple. In order to be president of the United States, you need to be at least 35 years old. You need to be a natural-born citizen. Natural-born. So naturalized citizens are not eligible to be the president. You have to have lived inside the United States for at least 14 years. Okay, they don't want someone who's, a natural-born citizen. Let's say their father is an American, but their mother's Brazilian. If they grow up in Brazil, they're natural-born, right? But they live in Brazil. The Constitution requires that person actually live in the United States for at least 14 years. Then they can run for president. Okay, so you have to live in the United States for 14 years. 35 years old, natural-born citizen. The term length of a president is 4 years, and they can only be reelected. They can only be elected to 2 terms of office. Okay, only be elected to 2 terms of office. Guess what? Vice president, exact same requirements. Why? You guessed it, the vice president has to be eligible to be president. So if a person is not constitutionally able to be the president, they are therefore also not eligible to be the vice president or the Speaker of the House or the Senate pro tempore. Okay? The same requirements to be president. The age, citizenship, only natural born, and then the residency requirement. They have to live in the United States for at least 14 years. Okay, that about covers it. Constitutionally speaking, there are no requirements, no eligibility requirements constitutionally to be a judge in the federal judiciary. None. It's kind of weird when you really think about it. But nevertheless, in order to get approved to be on the judiciary, you have to be approved by the Senate. And we would hope that the Senate would not approve like a 12-year-old to be a Supreme Court justice. Although, who knows? All right, so that about covers it. Good luck on your quiz, your studying, and everything in life.